Hey guys, Joe and Jess here from What's at the Limit, and what are we doing today?
We're going to do a top 5 based on comics, specifically Marvel and DC.
Now we know there's a buttload more comics out there, guys, but our favorites are Marvel and DC.
Yeah, and they kind of have the best record with games.
Yeah.
And even it's not the best record, but they got a few good ones, so we thought we'd give you our 5 best.
Yeah, here we go.
Yep.
I look around, you know what I see? Losers.
Marvel Nemesis.
Now, when we originally got this game, we were pretty young.
We were pretty young, yeah.
I did not like this game back then.
I absolutely love this game, and all of our friends love this game.
Yeah, I think just for me, it was too dark, because I was more used to comic book characters in a more comic-y way, you know? They were more lighthearted. I wasn't really into comics as much then, so I didn't understand the whole depth of them.
You gotta be kidding! This is going to be too easy.
Well, you know what? I love this game for multiple reasons.
Yeah?
I loved it, one, because it was one of the only fighters at the time that I played that you could actually run around in the map. It wasn't just a kind of a you can walk forward and walk backward. Yeah, it was the 3D fighter where you could run around everywhere.
Yeah.
And like be Spider-Man, crawl and rolls, and swing from webs and all that kind of stuff. I love this game.
That was pretty cool. I think one of my other complaints was it didn't have really any of my favorite characters in it.
You don't need your favorite when you have Venom.
Nah, whatever. Yeah, I thought it was a great game all around. The campaign was even great because it wasn't just a fighter campaign.
It wasn't just a fighter game. It was you had specific challenges you could do. It was you could run around. You could had to get from place to place. It actually was more just like a third-person action adventure.
Yeah.
It was a really fun game. It got really mixed reactions. Like I love it. You can see that Joe doesn't have the strongest feelings for it, but that's kind of how this game was received. You know, there was a huge backing behind it, but then there was other people that just didn't like it at all. But for us, it's our number 5.
Yeah.
Come and get some.
Injustice: Gods Among Us.
Finally, the first game to do dynamic levels. I can't believe this is only on our top 5 now.
Joseph,
Yeah.
there's even another comic book game, X-Men Revolution, that has dynamic levels.
What?
It was made like in 2002 or something.
But Justice, the whole plot of that game was the dynamic levels, how good they were, and how they finally brought them to fighting games.
Joe, I think you need to just drop this. It's been done. I don't know why they think that it hasn't, but yes, we love this game. It was a great game.
This was a great game, and I think they're making a second one now,
And I think it's been confirmed that they will make a second one.
I'm super excited.
And I mean, we love the characters. Could have been more, but
Could have been more.
we love the fighting.
Yeah.
We love that. I mean, it was Mortal Kombat kind of style. And we love Mortal Kombat. And the one gripe, and it's just that it got repetitive after a little while.
Having those special moves, they kind of got repetitive pretty fast.
Yeah, but the game itself, the story was great. The gameplay was really solid. This is a great fighting game.
And speaking to characters, they did come out with all those DLC characters.
Yeah, I mean, like, you got Zod, you got
Zatanna.
Lobo. Joe, nobody likes Zatanna.
I love Zatanna.
And I pronounce it Zatanna, so
Whatever.
whatever. But this game is a fun fighter, and it's new, and it's great.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a comic book fan, this is a great one for you.
If you haven't checked it out, please try it now.
It's a great fighter. Do it.
Interesting. My fame precedes me.
X-Men Legends 2.
Oh god, I love this game so much!
How can you put this one on 3 and not Marvel Ultimate Alliance?
Wait, this is only on 3?
Yeah.
It's not number 1?
Because I don't like it as much as you.
Dude, okay. Justice, this is way better than Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Well, maybe you should tell us why, Joe.
Okay, so this is the second X-Men Legends game, and man, did they do everything bigger and better. Like we said before in our top 5 multiplayer games,
Yeah.
you get the Brotherhood in this game. That's awesome!
I guess.
Now, there could have been a little bit more characters, but for back in the day, I think it was pretty great.
Yeah, and now that I think about it, you know, going from X-Men Legends 1 to 2, they had a lot more moves you could do with each character. You could swap them out. And the first one, you pretty much had one you had to level up throughout the whole time. But no, they gave more variety in their gameplay.
If I could have any Marvel game get another sequel, it'd be an X-Men Legends 3.
So I still think Marvel Ultimate Alliance is better, man.
It's not!
It is! Joe, there's been a lot of Batman games. There's been a lot of Batman games, and as a Batman fan, I've waited long for just a great Batman game.
Yeah?
We thought it might be the Batman movie tie-in, but it wasn't really that. But finally, with Batman Arkham Asylum, we got a great game. And then, which is our number 2, Batman Arkham City.
You had to spoil everything, didn't you?
That was a great game.
Which just brought everything from Arkham Asylum up to a whole new height. The fighting, the world, it was incredible.
Now, unlike Arkham Asylum, this was a free roamer. You could actually free roam.
You could free roam. In Arkham Asylum, you could free roam, but it was a lot smaller area. You could only go through Arkham, the Asylum. But you could go through Arkham City, the whole kind of island of that place. It was amazing. I loved it.
The combat of this game is where I think it really shines.
I mean, yeah. If you guys don't know, the combat is so smooth, so fluid, and you can see other games mimicking it because of being so great.
It was great. My one downfall in the game was, even though the side quests were awesome, when you completed them, they kind of fell short.
You mean like they went up and down?
Yeah, I always felt like there was going to be this big battle at the end, and they're like, "You'll see me next time, Batman."
Well, that's how it works all the time in the comics, Joe.
Yeah, but you never even fight most of them.
True, but that is a small gripe compared to how good this game is. I mean, the voice acting was top notch.
Yeah.
You know, Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy did great jobs, and
with Arkham Knight coming out, I'm really stoked.
Dude, really stoked. This is the last in Rocksteady's series of games. I don't know if they'll hand it off to somebody else, but this looks great.
Batman.
At least Batman. We're hoping for, maybe a Justice League game or something like that.
Yeah.
This is a great game. Check it out, guys. You guys knew it was coming. It's here. You knew it. It's right now. Spider-Man 2!
Justice, this game did something amazing.
What did it do, man?
I'm not a big fan of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I actually really don't like Spider-Man.
Oh, come on.
But this game is probably my favorite comic book game I've ever played.
I mean, even if you consider the first Spider-Man game, the second one just leaps and bounds better.
On the first one, you couldn't walk on the street. You couldn't do anything. You could only walk inside buildings.
Yeah, it was like, and when you web swing, you weren't connecting to buildings or anything. It was just kind of weird. But this game brought an open world Spider-Man game, and they did it right.
Oh my! I don't think for the time there was a better game out there. The combat was great. The free roaming was great. They did everything in my mind perfectly on this game.
And they did great because every game since then has tried to kind of recapture that goodness, and they just haven't.
No.
They just failed in some way or another.
You know you have a great game when there hasn't been a better Spider-Man game out there.
Yeah, I mean, there was the side quests you could do for random citizens on the street. There's the pizza missions.
The pizza missions!
All that kind of stuff. It was a great game. I mean,
Justice.
Everything
Justice.
about it.
Not to mention the great narrator.
Oh man, the narrator
Normally in
did.
these tutorial levels, I'm going to talk regardless of whether or not you press the select button.
He probably was the best. I think they got a different narrator for the third game, and that just didn't make it right.
I mean, comedy and Spider-Man are supposed to be kind of hand in hand, and they did that. It was great.
And not to mention, Tobey Maguire was the voice of Spider-Man.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire. The actual voice of Spider-Man in the movies was Spider-Man in the game.
And that was pretty darn cool.
Yeah, I mean, it was the shiznit, man. Just move on, just move on, just move on. Don't pay attention.
Okay. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, I think it obviously deserves to be number 1 on any of these lists.
It is the number 1 comic book game so far. We're hoping for better ones in the future, but as of now, it's our number 1.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Well, that's our top 5 comic book games, Marvel and DC, of course.
Now guys, obviously you can tell I'm a huge nerd, Jess is a nerd. Those are our top 5 games. We would love to hear what you guys have.
Yeah, we want to see more comments. We want to know what you guys are feeling. We want to know what you guys want to see next, maybe.
Yeah.
Some ideas. And then also just like and subscribe, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not hard, just burn, good
It really
content. And,
only takes a couple of seconds.
So come on, guys. Comic book power.
Reunite!
Joe, that's like, what, the Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy?
Yeah.
Those aren't comic book heroes, but you know what? They're superheroes in our hearts. That's what's with the lemon.
Yeah. I wish there was an X-23 game.